Greetings, everyone. This is Instructor Mustafa coming from MedJ International Services located right here in the District of Columbia. Today, I want to talk to you about something really serious, and I always say serious because everything that I say, I believe that's serious because, again, like I say, I'm in the life-saving business. So, I try to say things that directly affects your life and try to give you an opportunity for longevity to be here on the planet. Today, I want to talk about, are you sure the people that you roll with got your back? Let me reiterate. Are you sure that the people that you roll with has your back? It's like, in times of crisis, when you're in the shit, a carjacking, a robbery, somebody trying to assault you, somebody trying to kill you, somebody trying to bring bodily harm to you, is that person that you roll with on your left and your right and behind you and stuff, do they have your six? Are you confident that they have your back? Have they demonstrated that they have your back? Because you don't need to be with someone and you get into something and now you don't know if this person got you or not. And as the incident progresses, you'll see the character of the person. It may be two or three people that may be talking to you. It may be you may be just engaging with one person. You don't know what the scenario is, but what you do know is the behavior of that person over here that's supposed to be right beside you and supposed to have your back and is supposed to, at any given time, let's go. So you really have to be sure about this because, the times that we're living in and the times that's coming, with the new administration coming in and with our behavior as a group and all the things that's going on the planet and the universe, it's affecting the shift, the shot people took, it's you don't know what's going to happen now because, you just don't know when someone injects something in you. You don't know exactly what's in you. It could be chipped, it could be this, could be that, but you don't know if they turn it on, how you going to behave. You're going to be zombie-ish or you're going to be what? Undead? What? And the reason I'm saying this, right, because I'm talking about practical things that can happen, not just violence, but just anything can happen, from, like I say, an emergency crisis, or something that the government has unleashed or something that some other organization unleashed. Does that person have your back? Can you rely on that person? If you have to go to that person for help, you don't really want to ask, but if you do ask, they got your back. If you need to stay at their flat for a minute or whatever, can they provide some services for you? If you need a couple of dollars and you need a car, you need this, you need that, will that person be there for you? And that's something that you really need to think about because, the people that 75-85% of the people on the planet and stuff, I don't trust. Maybe 95 that I really don't, And even with my group, as far as Native Indigenous people, about the same number, because, people are really shaky flaky, and when it comes to doing something for someone else, they be having other agendas. And if it does not fit their agenda, they're not going to get involved. Even maybe calling the authorities or maybe, intervening or whatever it is, doesn't matter. Can you trust those people? Do they exhibit fealty on a regular basis, every day? Because again, you need to know who's on your six. You need to know who's on your left. You need to know who's on your right. You need to know who's up. You need to know who's down. And can you count on them? Can you count on them for their assistance in helping you with whatever it is that's going on with you? These are important things here, and these are things to really think about, because, like I said, you don't want to be in it and you believe that they got you, and when you come to them, they don't have you. You try to call them, they don't pick up. You try to, can I go come over? They don't answer the doorbell, or if they do answer the doorbell, nah, I can't help you, or they playing you, or they manipulating the situation, or whatever it is. However it's going down, you need to know what's going on. So you got to feel. You have to those frequencies. You have to tap into those frequencies because frequencies don't lie. Whether it's 230, 350, 758, whatever it is, 450, whatever it is, whatever frequency it is, you got to be on it and you got to know because your life depends on it. Because you're trusting someone with your life. Every time that y'all out and about together, you still trusting that person because you rolling with that person. And you don't know what you're going to get into. You don't know what's going to happen during the day. You working on accordance that, this is what your mandate is. This is what your mission is for the day. And this is what y'all rolling. This is how y'all doing. But in between those spaces in time, you don't know what's going to jump off. And you want to make sure if you are with someone that they got you. So look, just think about this, does everybody in your crew, have they been vetted through you, through your energy and practical information and empirical evidence? Have they exhibited these things? Have y'all been in this shit with one another? Have you seen them do things that you say, yeah, I can roll with this person right here. Yeah, this my brother here, this my sister here, all the rest of that, because you've seen them do it. You've seen them do it, and you feel it and you hear what they say, because you can just listen to people's information, the context of their information, and listen and say, they shaky flaky. Just by listening to what they're saying. And when you see and when you identify that they shaky flaky, cut them off. Cut them off. Immediately. When you find out that somebody is shaky flaky and they said something that that's out of order, you don't go to your man, did he just say that? Did she just say that? Yeah, they said it. And they meant what they said. Because they said what they meant. Don't be just second guessing what people say. That's what they said. So you can't come back and say you didn't say this because that's what you just said. And you can't just be trying to make it seem that I didn't hear what I heard. Because you're trying to throw all this energy of confusion in my mind to dictate a certain behavior for me, which is, oh yeah, okay, you didn't say that. Negative. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. And you have to be that way because you have to be in the protection mode of your life. Because you're going to have one until you come back again. The next 100 years, 75 years, however long it's going to take you to come back for it in a new entity, in a new body. But this one here, it's here now. So you need to protect it. And don't let anybody that's close to you try to manipulate you, try to do things to you, say things to you, disrespect you, especially the disrespect part. Especially the disrespect part. See, I'm high on respect, and people disrespect you every single day. And most of the times we don't check it. We let it go because you can't. You can't. Someone disrespect you. You have to make sure that you make sure that person understand that you will respect me. We're not having that. Even we don't have to talk again. We don't have to say anything again. We don't have to do anything again. But you're not going to be disrespecting me, or there's going to be a problem. And so my thing is, now that I know that person is disrespectful, so I'm just cutting them off. It's not for us to say again because I know that they don't like me like that. So I know how to handle them. I will handle them accordingly. I will be watching them, every movement. I understand who they are and stuff, right? So, I gotta, at any given time, I must be ready because I've seen what they've done and I heard what they said directly to me or about me. And it was confirmed that this would happen. I don't just go off or just hearsay. I'm not a hearsay kind of man. I'm the kind of man and stuff. I need to research exactly what was said, what was done. Now I have all the information and identification that I need to act accordingly with the decision that I'm about to make or I have made. Be careful. Protect your life. Watch these people closely. Family too. You got to deal with everybody because everybody making moves. Everybody is affected in this universe differently. And then you have some other underlying things. It may be some jealousy stuff, emotional intelligence, it may be drugs, it may be this, it may be greed. It may be a whole lot of other stuff that's going on. Like I said, within your family unit and outside your family unit. But you have to understand no matter who it is, they have to be dealt with accordingly. I don't care if it's your mother. I don't care if it's your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, your uncle, your aunt, your cousin. It don't, your great. It doesn't matter. Disrespect is disrespect. And you must handle that situation accordingly. Now, once you find out about it, okay, fine. Now I know about it. Now, again, we don't act emotionally. Gotta pump the brakes on that emotion thing. You have to, because it gets you in a place where you don't really want to be and you aren't as sharp as you should because you're acting emotional. So what you do is you become stoic. You don't give anything, but you know everything. You dig? You don't give anything, but you know everything because you've done your research, you gathered your intelligence, and you feel strong enough that, hey, I can move on this and I can say this and I can feel this way and act this way because of the information that I've gotten and received. It is good intel. This is not the kind of intel that's hearsay or somebody that said this. This is good intel from people that know exactly what happened, and you have either cameras and whatever. I'm just making examples, but you've seen it. You've gotten it. You have it. It's good intel. So now you act accordingly. Move people out your life that don't need to be there. Move away from people. You move away from people. Or didn't have them move away from you because you know who they are. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time with it because you can't trust them. And if you can't trust them, now if you in the shit or something's going on with you, you know they don't have you. And people always emit energy. That's all we are: protons, neutrons, electrons. And energy has always been emitted all the time from everywhere, from this electrical body that we have. We receiving and giving. Feel these people. Your life depends on this. Feel it. Your pineal gland up in here. Your God force that's all through here. It tells you something every day. Hey, watch out. Hey, turn around. Hey, don't go over there. Hey, don't talk to him. Hey, don't talk to her. Hey, stop. Hey, get off the phone. Hey, don't run that yellow light right there. Don't go to the grocery store. Turn around. Make a left. Make a U-turn. Your God force is always telling you things, but what do? We don't pay nothing. We don't pay attention to it. We don't pay attention to the things that our God force is telling us. That's why some of y'all fucked up. That's why some of y'all are dead. And that's why some of y'all have made some of the worst decisions in your life, and they put you in a situation that you're on critical now. You're in the red because of the decision that you made, but your God force was telling you, don't do it. But you went against it. But for whatever reason, you went against it. And now look at the consequences of your action. Listen to your God force. Your God force and your third eye is telling you to leave those people alone. Leave those people alone. Leave them alone immediately. And it don't make a difference on how they feel. The very first time if you cut them off right then and there, don't never say nothing to them, that's it. And you don't have to have a reason. You have your reason. You have your intelligence. You don't have to provide anybody with anything, especially when you know they're doing wrong or have done wrong. Now, if you choose to go ahead and have that woman-to-woman, man-to-man conversation with them and let them know, that's your prerogative. And that's good. It works sometimes too. And sometimes some people need to be told exactly what's happening. But when you do that, make sure that your plan is, I'm telling them this and it's over. It's not a whole bunch of conversation. Because now you continue to repeat the cycle. If you're going to repeat the cycle, then don't say nothing. Just stay in it and absorb it and like what you like and do what you do. But if you see that there's a problem and you know that there's a problem, well, you need to address the problem and deal with it effectively and immediately and swiftly. Protect yourself at all times. You are the first responder to you. So if something's going on negative in your body and you feel it, you better listen to it and examine it and see what the hell's going on. Because you only can slip up one time and then you out of here. You're gone. You're dead. They're burying you if they find your body. You know, you don't know. You don't know what people invite you somewhere. Hey, let's go take a trip. Or hey, let's go do something like, let's go over here or let's go over there. And you like, well, why are they saying this? What's going on at this time? Because your God force has said, alert, something's up. Something's going on right now. And they talking and then you go. And then when you go, you don't even have your weapons with you. You don't leave any kind of intel with something, or you don't have no beacon. You don't have nothing that if something goes down, somebody else can know where you are, where you went, or what the skinny is, or who you were with. You just roll, and then sometimes you roll, but are you safe? You know, are you checking this person out and stuff, right? You know, are you looking for weapons in the car? You asking questions, you know, why we going here? What's this? Don't just let somebody tell you something and then you just all in without any questioning. Who does that? You know, you just don't move like that. You have to move swiftly. You have to move spiritually. You know, you have to move here. This comes later. The mind and the spirit move first. And then the body comes behind it. So you have to understand what you're doing, how you're doing what you're doing, and who you're doing what you're doing with, and are they safe? And if they're not safe, what's your plan? What's your plan of action? How are you going to do this? How are you going to save yourself if your so-called friend turn around on you and now they betray you? And you go somewhere now and y'all done drove somewhere. You either drove with him or you followed them, and y'all going in a building or something like that, and people talking or something, and then you next day open up the door, somebody waiting for you and stuff, because it's a setup. And you people know a lot of y'all done got set up before by people that you trusted. They set you up good too. And some people been set up that they're deceased. They're a member of the undead. Because they allowed themselves to get set up. And your spirit is telling you something's going on. Something's happening right now. Move, leave, get out of here. Get ready to fight. Defend your life. It's telling you, go the other way. Don't sign that contract. It's telling you, don't go over here. Don't accept this money over here. Don't take that bribe. Don't listen to this person right here telling you, this thing is so good, man. You can do this. We'll make millions off this right here. We just set it up. We set it up in your name and you put it out there. All the rest of that fast talking. Negative. Don't be so greedy and get caught up on that cash and that money. We need it. We want it. It's supposed to be ours. All the heavenly glory. All this cash, all of us supposed to be multimillionaires. But understand that, you got to understand what you're dealing with and how it's coming to you and who's bringing it to you. Risk is everything. But there's certain things within risk also. Some of you just going to take that risk and deal with the evil on the other side. If you're ready for it, then do what you do. But expect consequences to come back, because it's going to come, because it's an evil action that they're talking about you coming into. Look, protect yourselves. Don't be so trustful with your life. That no matter what, that your family, your business, your space, whatever it is, Nothing is more important than your life. Nothing is more important than your life. Defend your life like, hey, I'm going to defend my life for whatever resources that I have, whatever weapons that I have, whatever I have, I'm going to defend my life because it's all I have. And I like it. I like being here on the planet right now. I like it. I know I will leave one day, but I'm gonna protect mine until I transcend to another level. You have to be the same way. And don't let nobody take it from you. Because it's all you have. Defend yourself. Protect yourself all the time. And they call your friends, watch out for the people they call that's your acquaintances and your friends and your family. Some families, they horrible. You know, some families, they just all in this shit all the time. You know, manipulating, doing evil stuff, backstabbing. Because, man, this whole thing that we're dealing with right now on the planet is just evil. We in a reverse state. Instead of progressing, we're regressing all the time. And that's through the system that we in. This is an evil, racist, white system that's being deployed on the planet. And when you have that kind of system and that system amps up, then the evil and the murder and the backstabbing and the jealousy and the envious and the emotional intelligence, all that stuff come out tenfold. It comes out tenfold, and those weak people and those people that have certain desires or certain mentality or certain behaviors, they tap right into it. And that's a majority of the people because their mind's not right because they've been programmed and conditioned to do certain things. So they're just going to be right into it. So now you got to defend yourself and you got to protect yourself and stop being naive. Stop. It's unnecessary for things to happen over and over and over and over and over or over and over. It doesn't matter. Stop. See it. You see it. Do something about it. Don't be scared. Don't ever be scared to address somebody when they're doing something to you. Ever. Never. Stay strong. Stay focused. Most of all, be brave. And remember, stay ready so you don't have to get ready.